No, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's so good to, to welcome you to Athens to discuss a topic that is beginning to gain more traction also in Greek public opinion. And I must say I'm a big fan of your work. I think it is incredibly important. I think it creates a completely different mindset in terms of how we think about long-term issues, long-term problems, long-term challenges, events which we may consider to be extremely rare, but seem to be appearing with with much greater recurrence. We have put together, I think, an excellent team in terms of managing our own policies regarding foresight, led by the Minister of State. But I also take a very strong personal interest in these issues, and I'm very eager to discuss with you both best practices, how you can advise us on which are the issues you would like us to focus more on, and to make sure that we also have the proper governance structure in order to make sure that there is real value coming out of these policies in terms of also the things we do in the short term, but which will be very meaningful in the long term. So again, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to Athens.
Thank you very much, dear Prime Minister. This Kyriakos, it's a pleasure to see also your team. And I think that the most appropriate thing is to start by congratulating you on a very ambitious and excellent recovery and resilience plan. You've been really one of the first countries to accomplish that task. As you know, it was approved not only by the Commission, by the Council, so we hope that thanks to this very successful issuance of the bonds, we will be able to start with pre-financing indeed in few weeks. And secondly, I really would like to thank you for your personal interest and support for the foresight, because this is new, modern, anticipatory governance technique. As you know, we established this network of the 27 ministers of future, where we want to indeed learn from each other so we can be better prepared for eventual crises, look a little bit into the future. And what would be the better country than to talk about the future than the Greece, the country of great oracles of Delphi, Dodoni, and all the history, where you've been always trying to look over the horizon and look what it awaits us in the future. So I'm very glad that we can discuss it, because I believe that it could be mutually very, very enriching, and I'm really obliged to you that you take personal interest in this.
Well, thank you. Thank you. First of all, thank you for your kind words on the Recovery and Resilience Fund. We did put in a lot of effort, and for us it is a great opportunity to transform the country. And we have submitted a plan that focuses on the green transition, on digital, on investments, on skills, and we want to use these funds as a catalyst to usher in a new long-term period of sustainable growth for Greece, which also feeds into the discussion.
And I don't know if you remember when we met for the first time. You've been responsible for administration and digitalization. Of course, yeah. And it was the same with me in the Commission.
I remember, and I'm happy to report that now, because we've concentrated a lot of the competencies of digital in one ministry, even before making good use of the funds of the Recovery and Resilience Fund, we have really made significant changes in improving the day-to-day life of Greek people and businesses in terms of how they interact with the state. And I think people, regardless of party affiliation, give us credit for the fact that we use digital technology to improve their
lives.
Very impressive. And we're just scratching the surface. As far as the oracles are concerned, I do encourage my team to be slightly more specific, because you know the oracles always said whatever everybody wanted to hear. So they were never as specific as we.
That was this global scenario planning, and then you have to choose the destiny you want for yourself. Exactly.